Quiet, you numbskulls. I'm broadcasting. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another Trippy Food live stream with a cast of millions and Doodle, the Prince of Dogness. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see who's there. So let's see. We already have a room full of people. We have Tom, old guy in Colorado, 999 squad. Miguel Rangel. Okay, that's it for now, but that's okay. There'll be more coming soon, I hope, I think. And we have Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, with us. Doodle, look, there are all your adoring public out there. Look, Doodle, out there. They want to see you. They don't want to see me. They don't come here to see me. They come here to see you. Look out there. Wave hi to your adoring public. Here we go. Adam Hippeas just came into the room. John King has just come into the room. Ooh, for those of you who are keeping score, it's King Ghost Paranormal is John King. And so, Tom, I just wanted to tell you that your ears must have been burning because on Reckless Eating's live stream, I think it was last night, I was talking to Icehand69. And basically, he had written something about kumquat on Reckless Eating's live stream, which means nothing on Reckless Eating's live stream. But it did mean something to me. And I had remarked to him that I am glad that you built up this whole mythology about the kumquat, even to the point where when you were doing the radio show, that you involved kumquats in the radio show, and it's kind of been a staple on this channel, not even on your channel, but on this channel. And I was telling him that I, for one, am glad that when you finally did try kumquats, that you kept this up, that you maintained this. So I appreciate that. I like the fact that you didn't, dispose of that once you actually tried kumquat. So that was a discussion that we had yesterday. So he and I were having that discussion yesterday. Janice Yamanaka is in the room. Now it's a party, and she maintains her comfortable lead as far as being the one person to have attended every single one of our live streams, every single one of them. Thank you, Tom. I take that as a very high compliment. So, Quat Father. So, Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, is with us. I don't know how long he'll stay. I think he might just be here for a snack. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. It was a snack. But hopefully he'll be back. Julie is with us. Welcome, Julie. Good to see you again. Hope you are better. Hope everything is better. Hope life is better. I'm glad you could join us today, Jules. You can rate my pour today. Are you going to be able to be here for the whole thing, or you got stuff to do? Because you can rate my pour. You haven't rated my pour for a while, so we'll do that. I know we don't get political. That's true, Adam. But I found this too weird. Just had to make my news weird story. State Senator wants to pass a law banning participation trophies. All right. Well, you got that out, Adam. So that's all we'll discuss about it. But yeah, it's weird. So whatever. What isn't weird these days? Okay, we're going to try something a little bit different today. So for our trivia questions, each snack is going to have its own trivia questions. So the trivia questions that we asked today are going to be directly related to that snack. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to try something different and see how it goes. You guys let me know. You think it's fun? Do you still like the cards? Do you still like the questions? Let me know. How do you like the questions? Do you like them to be pertaining to the subject matter in general? Do you like them to be pertaining to the things? Do you like just random ones? What do you like? Val, you don't do enough travel ones? So let me know. I mean, it's hard to do anything travel on a live stream like this. So obviously we're doing food stuff, but it's hard to do travel stuff. But we are Trippy, the road trip, Trippy, food, and we do both. So it's hard to incorporate the travel part into the live stream. We'll figure out a way to do it. We will figure out a way to do it. If any of you have suggestions, I would love to hear them, because I would love to be able to figure out some way that we can incorporate the travel aspect of Trippy food into our live stream. So we'll figure that one out. Maybe do a remote live stream. I don't know. Well, like I said, we'll have to figure that one out. Let's see, who else? Miguel Rangel, did I mention you? I think I mentioned you, but if not, welcome to the room. Glad to see you again. I will be away from my keyboard a time or two. I'm mostly making the cheese for my stream ahead of time. Yeah, I would think cheese takes a while to make, doesn't it? Does it not? Or, because doesn't it have to ferment? Or is this kind of like one of those things where it's like an kind of an instant cheese? I don't know. I never made cheese before. We are doing cheese today, by the way. We do have cheese on our menu today. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that first. Let's see what kind of other stuff we have here. Got some sweet stuff. Got some allegedly spicy stuff. So we'll see. This one's gonna be fun. You all know what to say when I eat these. And maybe you didn't catch that just now, but they'll be back later. So there we go. Fresh mozzarella. Yeah, a couple of hours. Okay. So obviously Tom's live stream today involves mozzarella. So that we know. Tom goes the extra mile. Janice, he makes his own everything. You know, that's what I love about his channel and live streams is that he said, if any of you have not seen any of Tom's live streams, old guy in Colorado, if you've not seen his live streams, you definitely have to check it out because he basically is like if he's going to make pasta or anything that involves, you know, noodles or pasta, like even ravioli and stuff like that, he makes it from scratch. He makes the pasta dough and he rolls it out and everything. And so it's definitely something refreshing to actually see him doing live stream where he's actually cooking, and he does this every week. And I think a lot of what he cooks are usually suggestions from his adoring public. So if you have not checked that out, check that out. Check out everybody's channel. Check out Janice's channel. Janice has a great channel as well. She's very prolific, is always doing something. She actually throws a little bit of music in hers. You know, I mean, you know, musical performances in hers. So hers is a very interesting channel as well. So check out the channels and give them some love. If you go down below, actually you go to the main page on YouTube and you click on featured channels, you can find all the channels in there. But check them out. Check out Tom, old guy in Colorado. Check out Janice Yamanaka. Give them some love. Subscribe. You know what? While we're on the subject, we are, I think, four subscribers away from 2,300. That's not a lot. That's not a big deal, but we can do this. So if you're watching right now and you have not subscribed, please do so. Be one of those 4 people or 6 people or whatever it is that kind of bring us over the top. So, you know, it's not a big milestone, but, you know, it will be greatly appreciated. And thank you so much. Hey, Drew Horst saying hello. Hella from work. Have a good day. You as well, Drew. So we'll assume that you're listening or watching from work, but maybe aren't going to be able to, you know, type stuff in or participate in anything, but you'll still be with us. So welcome, Drew. Glad to see you again. I'm glad you can make it. So again, we are going to do cards today, but we are going to do trivia questions that are directly related to the snack we are eating at the time or drinking at the time. So hopefully that will, you know, just changing it up, make it a little bit different. I'm using the mouse here. This is the mouse to the other keyboard, the other PC. It's not working, and I'm wondering why. It's because you're an idiot, Val. That's why. All righty. So let's see. Okay, that's all set up. Got 9 people in the room. We can do a few more. Let's see, what time is it? It's 1:08. Let's wait till about quarter after. How many snacks we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 snacks. I think we got plenty of time. We got plenty, so we can wait till quarter after. We have 2 beverages. We all have our soft drink, and we have our. Sometimes it's really hard to call it a soft drink, but I think today's qualifies as a soft drink, and we have our adult beverage. We're doing both. So yeah, rock and roll. How was everybody's week, by the way? Mine was a little bit crazy. Work was a little bit crazy, but you know, getting through it. Car is in the shop, so walking everywhere for now. Hopefully that will be out of the shop shortly, but we'll see. But how was your week? How was your weeks? How were your weeks? How was yours week? How was the week for you? I don't know how to say it. Oh, you're making pizza tonight, Tom. Any particular type of pizza, or just like, you know, just you know, pepperoni pizza? What or just margarita pizza? What are you planning on making, Tom? And nobody said how their weekend was. I mean, their week was. So hopefully you didn't have a bad week. Here's a non-political weird news story for you. I'm all for that. In York, Pennsylvania, a man stole a school bus which just happened to have a dead deer in it. That is weird on so many levels, and it poses all kinds of other questions. And I don't know if you know the details, Adam. Like, How did the deer get in the school bus? Did somebody take the school bus and go hunting with the school bus and put the dead deer in it? Did the deer somehow get locked in the bus and died in the bus? How did it? So many questions, but that is weird. Maybe it's not weird for York, Pennsylvania. Maybe it happens in York, Pennsylvania all the time. Usually a story like that starts in Florida, like somebody throws an alligator through a window. That's, through a bar window. That's usually like or somebody was using an alligator as a surfboard. That's typically starts with in Florida. And usually when a story starts with in Florida and then you hear the story, you're like, okay. And there's no surprises. But Scott has just entered the room. Hey, Val, and shot at work. So I'm just hanging out. Hope you are having a great day. Well, I hope you are having a great day as well, Scott. I'm glad you could join us. Thank you. I'm near one of the test market locations for Jack in the Box, and I tried the new Pineapple Express chicken sandwich this week. Yeah, you already have a review out for that, isn't that right, Janice? I have not had a chance to check that out, but I think I did see something come over alerting me to the fact that you had that you were doing a review of the Pineapple Express chicken sandwich. Now, the funny thing about Pineapple Express is I would think that with a name like Pineapple Express, maybe it came out on 420. That's just a guess on my part. But I'm kind of guessing that something called Pineapple Express came out on 420. But I think Jack in the Box has always kind of been a stoner food kind of place. I mean, I think they embrace the whole stoner food thing, from what I understand. Let me go check more on the deer story. All right, our correspondent in Pennsylvania, Adam Hebb, is checking out the ongoing saga of the deer story, and will get back to us on that. Time for 3 fun facts. There's only one deer type that doesn't have antlers, and it's the Chinese water deer. 2, panda bears have an extra bone just for eating. Where is it? Where is that extra bone just for eating? What does it do? That's, again, sometimes these stories raise more questions than they answer. Giraffes can run up to 60 miles an hour. I'm not surprised, and it's probably just because of the length of their legs. They probably don't have to exert a lot of force to get a long distance because their legs are so long. That's just a guess. So there we go. Along with the cheese, dough, and sauce, I'm making 2 types of sausage. It will have ground beef along with green pepper, onion, black olives, tomato. All right, so I would say if you guys are watching this and you're going to watch Tom make pizza, and so you know how to make, are you going to make the sauce, or did you already make the sauce, Tom? Because if you're watching that, let's say you're vegan, the cheese is going to be a little bit of a problem for you. You'll have to figure out some way to make a vegan mozzarella. Most of the vegan cheeses I've had aren't great, especially not for pizza, or not for a savory pizza. For a sweet pizza, yes, but for the savory pizza, not so much. But it sounds like you could go with a Beyond Meat or Impossible sausage for the pizza, and you could still go vegan. So. Sounds good. Sounds like fun. So, Tom, hopefully I will be there with you. Let's put the review up the next day. It came out on 4/18. Yeah, still think it should have come out on 4/20. Pineapple Express and all that. Yeah, I'm not even getting into that. So, I will make sauce from tomatoes. There we go. I will let folks vote if they want me to put on pepperoni that I didn't make. Have you made pepperoni before, Tom? Hey, Leor A has just entered the room. Welcome, Leor. Glad to see you again. Glad you can make it. We're almost a minute away from being able to get started, so we'll see if a few more people come into the room. Our little magic number up here is 11. A little bit lighter than, some weeks it's really busy, and this is a little bit lighter, but, we love you all 11 of you. I think there's more than 11 people. I think maybe that number reflects the people who are logged in and watching, as opposed to the people who are just randomly watching that aren't subscribed or aren't logged in. I think maybe, but yeah, that number just went down to 10. So we just lost somebody. I don't know who that was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we lost you, but you can't hear me anyways because we lost you. All right, it is 1:14 p.m. We might as well get started. No, I haven't made pepperoni yet. It takes several hours to make it, perhaps sometimes. But correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, but you have to be very, very careful when you're making meats like that, because I guess because they're aged and it's like if the bacteria goes wrong, it can be hazardous. I don't know. The extra bone for the panda is in its hand wrist area. It's for grabbing bamboo and holding it. Oh, that's bizarre. An extra, ooh, that's weird. Huh. Yeah, because they love bamboo. They'll send other notifications like your lives. Well, thank you, Lior. I like to do my lives. I like the interaction with you guys. So this is like I do one a week. I might do more later. I don't know if you guys want more. I kind of feel like we don't have a lot of people that tune in. So you guys are kind of regulars for a Saturday or Sunday. Sometimes we do Sundays. But I don't know. I'm always open for doing more if there's a call for it. If people want to see more, we can do more. I know that we have this kind of open request to do a music thing, but I don't know that I might not do that on YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel and everything, but I also have a Twitch account that I haven't used. We might do the music thing on Twitch. I don't think you have to, like, Twitch is big for gamers. I don't think you have to be a gamer to do that. So we'll see. You have to be sure you use the correct curing salt. I would imagine, yeah, Tom. It sounds like something that could go sideways, and it wouldn't be good when it goes sideways. But I don't know. Maybe a project in the future for making some pepperoni or something. Okay, here's more about the school bus deer story. The guy was actually pantless. Wait. Now it gets weird. The guy was pantless and said he was taking the deer back to his house and used as a fertilizer in his garden. Okay, so he stole a school bus. There was a dead deer in the school bus. He had no pants on, and he was taking the deer back to his house to use as fertilizer in his garden. Adam, are you sure this happened in Pennsylvania? Exactly, Jules. My thoughts exactly. This sounds like a Florida story. Like if you said a guy in Florida stole a school bus, there was a dead deer in the back. He had no pants on, and he was taking back to his house to use fertilizer in garden. Your first question is going to be, what part of Florida did this happen in? But and I apologize to anybody out there. Any normal people out there from Florida. I know there are some, because I know people personally. I know normal people personally from Florida. But it's just stories like that are just instantly believable if you say they occurred in Florida. I don't know why. You could make something up, totally ridiculous story, make it up, and people go, oh yeah, okay. Like, don't you want to fact check that? I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure it happened. So I don't know why. Like I said, it's not an anti-Florida thing. It's not like all people in Florida are crazy. It just seems like all these weird stories like this happen in Florida. I don't know why. I mean, you never hear of this happening in like Idaho or New York or Oklahoma or California. Just, I don't know, just weird. I did it last week after my running with the Cubs. I wear my pants everywhere I go. That's good to know, Tom. When you come out here to California, Tom, make sure you wear your pants. That would be good. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start with our adult beverage. So again, I said that each trivia question today is going to be related to the food or drink that we're going to consume. So this is our first adult beverage. We always start with our adult beverage, and today we are going to do Young's Double Chocolate Stout. There's a lot on this label. London will always be Young's established 1831 double chocolate stout, deliciously rich. Stout brewed with chocolate and natural chocolate flavor added. Alcohol by volume 5.2%, 330 milliliters, 1.2 US fluid ounces, natural British crafted. Like I said, a lot going on in that label. All right, let's go ahead and ask a trivia question. And the trivia question is, what is the main difference? There's a few differences, but what is the main difference between a porter and a stout? So that's the question. What is the main difference between a porter and a stout? And that goes over here. And depending on, feel free to, I just want you guys to know, there's no rules for this. Like if you just want to take a guess, throw it out there. But if you want to look it up, look it up. There's no rules against looking it up. Hell, Janice does it all the time. So the Florida guy is one, the FBI list believe. I don't know if you could keep a whole list of that. It's just best to wear pants. I agree, Julie. Let's see, did I miss anything? Florida is required to report crimes within 48 hours, so they just say Florida man instead of the name. Yeah, well, the name is never important. It's never important. So there we go. All righty. Very good, Adam. Very good, Tom. All right, there we go. So we are going to try Young's. Let's see. For chocolate lovers everywhere, take pure luxury in a glass head-on stout brewed with chocolate and natural chocolate flavors added. Yada yada yada. Government warning. Product of England. We know. Yada yada yada. Blah 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 blah. Oh, there's an expiration date. 18 June 23. We got to drink this by June 18th, 2023. We shouldn't have a problem with that. So Young's and Company is very old. The Young and Company Brewery is a British pub chain. It was founded as a brewery in 1831 by Charles Young and Anthony Bainbridge in Wandsworth, which is in London, UK. In 2006, the brewing operation was transferred to a Wells and Young Brewing Company. Wells and Young beers are now produced by Marston's after it took over the Eagle Brewery as Carlsberg Marston's Brewing Company. And I know that's a lot to take in, which is why they used to have Young's banana bread. I want to say it was a stout, Young's banana bread stout. If you have not had Young's banana bread stout, and I think we've done it here, if you've not had Young's banana bread stout and you like banana bread, you have to try this. You have to try it. You get the smell and the taste of banana. I mean, honestly, I've never had anything that would, or any beer that was supposedly had some kind of flavor where the flavor matched so closely as Young's banana bread beer. But it's no longer called Young's banana bread beer because it's made at the Eagle Brewery and is now Eagle. But it's the same product and it's made the same way in the same place. So if you would not check that out, check that out. Joshua Grubenmann has entered the room. Welcome, Joshua. I'm glad you could make it. Joshua, I don't know that I've seen you in the chat before. So if not, what brings you here and where are you from? Like, again, no street addresses or anything like that, but just general area where you're from. Oh, he said, have a nice day. He started with have a nice day, like, have a nice day. Well, that's have a good day, I think. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. We have Richard Simmons back with us. Richard does the least amount of damage to the bottle caps. So that's why we're using Richard today, because I want to keep the bottle cap. Yes, my name was Josh Gruber, Switzerland. Josh Gruber, are you related to Hans Gruber? And he's a fictional character. Although there probably is a Hans Gruber somewhere. Oh, your name was Josh Gruber. Oh, okay. Yes, okay. So you have been in before. We just have a name change. Okay. Jules, you ready? I was here before I changed Google names. Yeah, that's what I figured. I didn't put 2 and 2 together and then divide by 2. So that's what it was. I didn't get the parts of the name and put them together. 9 out of 10. Wow. Again, I'm using the Trippy Food Beer Tornado glass. So we have this whole head on the top of this. I should have brought like a straw so I could get down to the bottom of this, but I guess we're just going to have to wait. It has a crazy head like me. 7. Look at that crazy head. It's the glass, Jules. It's the glass. How do I get rid of that? How do I get rid of that? Or just drink my way through it, I guess. Here we go. 7. I'll take it. The foam tastes good, but that's all we got right now. I don't know. That's really. I've had alcoholic beverages. I've had beers that were much more chocolatey than that. It's not really chocolatey. It's more like a coffee taste, but not like a mocha coffee taste, which is mocha, if you don't know, is like coffee and chocolate mixed together. It's not like a mocha taste. It's more like a coffee taste. Like maybe there's a little bit of a cocoa flavor in there, just a slight bit of cocoa flavor, but it's not like in your face chocolate flavor. It's really good. It's nutty. A little bit sweet. Perfect. This is a perfect beer for doing a beer float. This would make a really, really good beer float. See, do I have any ice cream left? I do, but it's the Van Leeuwen Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream, and I'm not going to do a beer float with that. I should have just kept my mouth shut because I know it's coming. Yes, Miguel. Let's just leave it at that. You're correct though. Have a drink on me. Cheers. Well, cheers to you, Joshua, or Josh. Whatever you prefer. I feel like stouts have a soy saucy flavor. I think a porter more has a soy saucy flavor than a stout. Stouts for me are pretty much, most of them are sweet. Some of them are like have this bitterness to them, but for a soy saucy flavor, for me, I would get that mostly from porters. What is the ABV? Let me check. I think I said it when I was reading that everything off the label. It's 5.2, so it's not high. It's probably average. I think your average beer is about 5%. Then it starts climbing up from there, and very few of them are lower than that. There's like a few. We tried a few that were like maybe 4 point something percent, but not many go lower than that unless it's like 0 point something, which they can't say is a zero, but they can say is no. Well, they do kind of say no alcohol, but point something still has a little bit of alcohol in it. And then there's 0.0. Young man, 0.0. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life. 0.0, like we did with, who did we do that review with? We did that with Rob Switch, where we did the Heineken 0.0. That was really good. No alcohol whatsoever. So the average is about 5%. Banana bread beer around the 8 o'clock mark. Is that yours, Janice? Did you review that, or is that one of ours from a live stream? Because you said the 8 o'clock mark. It sounds like maybe it's a live stream. Hey Val, they changed my schedule on Saturday, and I now work 7 to 4, so I can catch the streams again. Hey Joshua, welcome. Again, we were talking about channels, especially people who are in the room. Joshua Maxwell has a channel as well. You should check his channel out. And they're all easy because they're the person's names, except for Tom, but he plainly says old guy in Colorado here, so easy to check out. There we go. Donna, covering for COVID this week. Yeah, with me it was a few weeks ago, Donna. It's not fun. Hopefully your symptoms were mild. I had a runny nose. I didn't even know I had COVID because I just got a cold somewhere, and I tested. I'm like, crap, I got COVID. So hopefully you didn't have really bad symptoms, but also hopefully you will recover again soon. So there we go. That's the episode you did with Matt and Lindsay with the banana bread. Oh, thank you, Janice. Yeah, because I think it was a Trippy Food Beer Blast where we did a bunch of different beers. So thank you. So Janice posted, if you look up a little bit, she posted a link for an episode that we did with Matt and Lindsay from Reckless Eating, where we tried a bunch of different beers, and one of them was the banana bread beer. So if you want to check that out, Janice put the link up there, so check it out. Didn't drink since 5 years. Oh, since had 2 today. Had headaches, never again. Yeah, I mean that's okay. If it's something where you feel like you shouldn't drink and you slipped up, that happens. But obviously, trying something for longest, after 5 years and everything, it's going to do something like that to you. So at least it didn't end badly, and hope you're feeling better, or hope you feel better soon, Josh. I need to know Val's 30th word. So what's Val's word of the week? Oh, wow. I need to know Val's 30th word. How do I know what my 30th word is, Joshua? My 30th word. Oh, well, I just have to give you a word of the week. Word of the week is ichthyosaurus. Word of the week is ichthyosaurus. Val's 27th word. Oh my God. How do we know? Oh, okay. I see. You're counting my words of the week. There we go. That's a thumbs up. That's really good. Like I said, it almost has a hint of cinnamon, maybe even nutmeg. It has that kind of nutty taste. Not big on the chocolate, but I'm willing to forgive that. I'll go ahead and give it. It says double chocolate. I don't really, for something called double chocolate, it should be chocolatey. So here's what I'm going to do. only because of the label. I'm going to give it a thumbs up, trending downward a little bit, just because to me, I'm not tasting double chocolate and everything. Like I said, I'm getting coffee notes, getting a little bit of nutmeg, maybe slight bit of cinnamon and everything, but not the cocoa, the coffee, the chocolate's not really strong. So I'm just thumbs up, trending downward slightly. It's a good beer. It's a really nice beer, very enjoyable. I'll be able to drink this whole one. But again, not sure why it's supposed to be double chocolate, and I'm not really getting that chocolate punch in the face that I really want. I don't mind if chocolate punches me in the face, but I don't really want to punch in the face from anybody else. You've already used it. I've already used Ichthyosaurus. Are you serious? You're tracking that for me. That's awesome. All right, I've used Ichthyosaurus. So how about incandescence? Have I used that? Have I used incandescence? You're keeping track of it. I'm not. I don't know. That's a nice stout. It's not a stouty stout. So speaking of stouts, we asked a question earlier. And our question is, what is the main difference between porter and a stout? And the questions were, let's see. Julie says cola. Cola. Oh, color. That's what she said. She meant the color, the dark color. The dark color. Miguel Rangel said unmalted roasted barley. Adam says one's named a porter and one's named a stout. Well, that's, of course, correct. Tom says the size of the quats used to make them. That is also correct. I don't think anybody else guessed. I think that was it. Janice, how did you not guess? You almost always guess. I don't know that you've ever not. Oh, no, you did. Porters use malted barley and stouts use roasted barley. There it is. So most, if not all of you are correct. I will just simplify it. The porter typically does not contain malt. It's not malted. So so that's typical. Some of them might, but typically they don't contain malt. So so you're all right. You're all correct. Take as many points as you want because we don't track them anymore. All right, let's put that back in the deck. And let's start in with our first snack. Should I start with the cheese? Maybe I should start with the cheese. I think, no, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a couple of this because the cheese I think is going to be savory. So I will not start with the cheese. I'm going to do that third, and I'm going to do the sweet stuff first. COVID stole my appendix. I don't know that was the reason, but that's okay. Julie has no appendix. I still have my tonsils and my appendix, all original parts. Even if I don't use them, I still have all the original parts. I like the aloe vera drink. I haven't watched that episode in a long time, so I'd have to check that out. Favorite food, Val? Lior, I would like you to do me a favor. So we are still trying to gather questions for an Ask Val live stream. If you go to the community page, under the community page, there is a post that says, hey, we're taking questions for an Ask Val live stream. Put that in there, and we will cover it for our Ask Val live stream. Hopefully, if we get enough of them, I would say like maybe 20 questions. I don't know. We'll see. But once we get enough questions, how many? Somebody tell me how many we have out there now. Joshua, I put aloe in my water with pulp. It has a grapey flavor. Aloe is good for your stomach, I think. Don't some people like drink stuff with aloe in it before they do like hot pepper challenges? I think, Julie. I'm not absolutely certain. Nope, you have not. That's Val's 27th. Well, there we go. Glad you're keeping track of that, Joshua. Keep me honest. Give some to me then, Dad. Jeez, lost track of what that was, so I can't give it to you. Oh, you mean some of the spare parts? I will. If you need a kidney, let me know. I'm more than happy to give you a kidney, even a hunk of my liver, a lung. I'll give you whatever you need, and your body probably won't reject it because genetically it's like at least 50%, so it should be good. Hey guys, Matt is streaming now as well. He is. He's supposed to start streaming at 3 o'clock. I said I was coming here as Val's better. Abe, I love you, man. Thank you so much. Did you tell Matt that Val streamed? Oh, you said you were coming here as Val is better. Good for you. But Matt posted something today. I think he posted on Twitter, and he says he's going to start streaming at 3 o'clock. So I don't know what's up with that. I guess he changed his mind. So there we go. He's entitled to do that. He's doing a 12-hour stream. He's okay. So anybody who's thinking about going over to Reckless Eating and watching his live stream, it's a 12-hour stream. You can stay with us for a couple of hours and then go over there, like I might. Or you could stay with us for a couple of hours, then go over to Tom's channel for Tom. You're doing like an hour, I think, at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Go visit Tom's channel for a while, and then go to Reckless Eating because he's doing a 12-hour stream. So there we go. All right. You're back to 2 hours. Okay. About a 12-hour stream, that sounds tough. Yeah, but he does it all the time. I couldn't do a 12-hour stream. My voice is shot to hell after 2 hours. There's no way I could do a 12-hour stream. But, you know, that's Matt does it. He somehow manages to find the intestinal fortitude to do 12 hours. I've never been at the end of the 12 hours because it's usually like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm long asleep by that because I have to get up for work at 6. But, you know. Tom, Matt, and Val. Too many choices. Well, you don't have to make a choice, Abe. That's the thing. Watch Val now. I say Val like I'm not in the room. Watch Val now, then watch Tom, then watch Matt. You know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's this nice little timeline. You can just jump in. Nice, beautiful timeline. See, he just happens to be doing a 12-hour stream. Watch at the end of Tom's stream. Then go over there. So there we go. Problem solved. All right, so let's do our first snack. Again, I don't want to do the cheese first. I want to do the sweet stuff first. So let's do this first because this looks interesting. This is Upland, delicious defense from nature. So it's supposed to be good for you, I suppose. Mango, pineapple, quinoa, chia, and turmeric freeze-dried bites. There's a lot in there. It is, of course, vegan. It is, of course, GMO-free. Let's go ahead and ask a question. Now, again, I'm not going to ask a question about Upland. I'm not going to ask a question about freeze-dried bites. We'll have to ask a question about one of the ingredients, which is turmeric. Turmeric. So the question is, where is the question? Oh, there we go. Okay. The question is, what was turmeric originally used for? Again, the question, what was turmeric originally used for? All right. And it's not a food additive. So there we go. All right. So let's get into it. What am I doing here? I'm trying to get rid of the extra stuff so I don't have to keep scrolling all over the place. Upland snacks are brand new. These are freeze-dried, and they're produced by the Strauss Group in Poznań. I may be pronouncing that incorrect. And Poznań, Poland, they launched in 2021, so only a couple of years old. So let's give it a shot and see what these are all about. Pokey Sly has entered the room. Welcome. Good to see you again. Glad you could join us. And Johnny Unitas, like the football player? No, it's Unitas with an A at the end. Unitas, U-N-I-T-A-S is the football player, but still, Johnny Unitas. Maybe you will unite us. There we go. And Ice Hand is in the room. Ice Hand, your ears must have been burning because we were talking about you at the beginning of the stream. No smell. They're freeze-dried. I'm not surprised there's no smell. So again, these contain mango, pineapple, quinoa, not quinoa, quinoa, chia, and turmeric. They're freeze-dried bites. Let's see. They give you this little like roadmap here. Vitamin C, fiber, magnesium, vitamin E, zinc. Again, they're 5 grams of sugar, non-GMO, gluten-free, and vegan. Excellent source of vitamin C and zinc. Well, eating pennies is a good source of zinc. They're not made of copper anymore. They used to be made out of copper. Pennies used to be made out of copper. Got too expensive. Now they're made out of zinc. And they're copper colored or coated or something. What does this look like to you? Somebody tell me, what does that look like to you? Got to get that sweet spot. Where is it? Looks like yes, Janice. It looks like a crouton. Oh, I shouldn't have bit into that. It's freeze-dried. It'll just dissolve. There's little crunchy bits in there. It does look a little like fried tofu. You're right, Jules. Halftime, Phoenix Suns versus the Clippers Suns. The Clippers, what? The Clippers Suns? Oh, halftime, Phoenix Suns versus the Clippers. Suns up by 2. By 2. That's a close game for basketball. Oh, weird little chewy bits in there. Nice pineapple flavor. I'm thinking that the chewy bits are either chia seeds or quinoa. That's a sunflower seed. That is a sunflower seed. Ingredients: sunflower seeds. Why did they not mention sunflower seeds on the front of the box? That's bizarre. The sunflower seeds are the crunchy thing in there. It contains sunflower seeds, quinoa, coconut oil, mango, maple syrup, rice, passion fruit. There's all kinds of stuff in here that they don't even mention on there. Passion fruit, pineapple, ginger, salt, chia seeds, acerola powder, turmeric powder, fermented organic zinc. Fermented? How do you ferment zinc? Zinc's a mineral. Tea extract and tocopherols. Tocopherols, that little mouse on the Ed Sullivan Show. I'm old. You'll have to remember that I know who is not tocopherols. What was the name of the mouse on the Ed Sullivan Show? Not tocopherols. I don't even know what tocopherols are. Contains coconut, may contain milk or soy. This is really weird. Maybe they thought there would be too much stuff there if they put ginger and sunflower seeds and maple syrup and rice on there. There's a lot going on in these. Thank you, Janice. Topo Gijo. Coming up next, Topo Gijo on this very stage. A real big show. Really big show. Do you really, Pokey Slide? Do you really ferment zinc? How did my name come about? We were talking about Tom and the whole legend of kumquats. Remember last night? That was weird. Julie, hold that thought. Hold that thought, Jules. All right. You have to let it sit in your mouth before you get the pineapple flavor. But everything else is just kind of like, well, the pineapple stronger than mango, but probably because of the acid in pineapple, kind of lets you know it's there a little bit more. You know, we got all those flavors going on in there. It's actually pretty good. It's just weird because, freeze-dried stuff, you usually just put it in your mouth, you kind of let it, melt, and it just kind of melts into this, this one, when it does melt, you get the chia seeds in there, you get the sunflower seeds in there. They're a little bit crunchy. It is kind of weird. It's not like something that you typically will find in a freeze-dried food. However, we are called Trippy food, and this highly qualifies as a Trippy food. These are just weird little things. These little freeze-dried bites. It's a weird little thing, and so this is going to get a big thumbs up because they get the prize for being the weirdest food that we've had in a long time. Just weird little foods, good flavor, nice flavor. The flavor of all the different elements come out. You can actually taste everything in there. Nice flavor and really weird. So again, big thumbs up on that one because they're weird. Let's go back to our question. And our question is, this side. You guys will know that I'm cheating if I put the other side out there. The question was, what was turmeric initially used for? And the guesses were, let's see. Janice Nemnock says it was a medicine treating sprains, swellings, respiratory ailments. Let's see. I did see some other ones. Icehan69 said a dye. Julie said a dye. Johnny Unitas said paint. Was that it? I think that was it. Please forgive me if I missed it. Please forgive me if you posted something and I missed it. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of say both. It was originally used as yellow dye, especially in parts of Asia where in like monasteries, especially like in Tibet, where the robes of the Tibetan monks are use turmeric as a coloring for those robes. So it was originally used as a yellow dye, but it was also used for medicinal purposes. Very few things like that in Asia are not used for medicinal purposes. So they're kind of both correct. But I think there's evidence that it was used as a yellow dye, like in pre-recorded times. In pre-recorded times, it was used as a yellow dye. So yeah, yellow dye, medicine, both right. Could be both wrong. Who knows? Who cares? There we go. All right. Let's see. Knots needs to reimburse Janice for the food reviews. Well, Janice can write it off, I suppose. Janice, you're monetizing, right? If you're monetizing, and you need to claim that, you should be writing off your food if you're not. Let's see. No, just sell propane and propane accessories. Oh, okay. My dad says propane's a bastard gas. No, it was butane. My dad says butane's a bastard gas. Should we go official vlogger like Disney and Universal have? Janice, have you thought about being official? Well, then it's her channel. She really wouldn't do that on her channel, but Disney or Universal might give her, or I'm sorry, Knots could make her official vlogger, but it would be on like Knots YouTube channel, I suppose. Nice Pokey. Do you yell, dang it, Bobby, while you do it? Still listening, but hopping in the shower, so don't do anything dumb. I can't promise that, Jules. I am your father. Turmeric was first used for kumquat production. I missed that. That's right. That's why kumquat has those orange color, that orange color, because it's from the turmeric. Like most organic dyes, it's not UV stable and discolors and fades. Oh, hey, Ludwig, you just kind of snuck into the room there. Did you come in before, or was that your first entry into the room? Welcome, Ludwig. Yeah, most organic dyes do discolor and fade, which is why when you find something that's a couple thousand years old, usually it's like this very, very muted color, but probably originally was a lot brighter than that. So yes, to monetize, however, I spent way more than I made from the monetization. Yeah, me too. I monetize, and I make about $600 a year on my channel. I'm not like the big guys who make thousands and thousands of dollars a month. I make $600 a year on the channel, and I spend. Well, I usually stop. I usually stop itemizing after like $2,000. So I spend more than $2,000 in a year to do, like all these snacks. Once a week, all these snacks, and then all the episodes I do in the meantime. You know, I go and do a Van Leeuwen ice cream, and that's $10 a pop for a pint of Van Leeuwen ice cream, $10. So it adds up. So I just write everything off, and the $600 is a wash on my taxes. So there we go. It seems that you put zinc oxide with a particular yeast. The yeast changes zinc oxide into something that's easier to digest. It sounds like a bit of magic happening there. That is kind of odd. Did you know Hank Hill has a brother? I did not know that, Pokey Sly. I guess I haven't watched the show enough. Meanwhile, Mark Pleer is worth $200 million because he played FNAF. Yeah, there's people who make a lot of money. I'm sure Dame Drops makes some serious coin on YouTube. Maybe not so much. Has he even posted anything? Has he ever done any? Now he does TV stuff. He does Netflix stuff. So maybe he's I don't know if he's keeping up his YouTube channel or not, but I'm sure from his YouTube channel he was making some serious money. I don't know how much LA Beast makes. He's got 2 million subscribers. Probably make some serious coin from that. All right. Again, big thumbs up there. Really unusual, really interesting. All right. So I said I'm going to do a couple of sweet stuff before we get into the cheese, which is more savory, and then we start to get into our more unusual or spicy stuff. Matt Zion made a living off YouTube at some point. He did, Lior, but and he was able to do that. That was his job, making a living off YouTube. What happened was several things happened. One, YouTube changed the terms of service and they made him take down a whole bunch of videos. So any videos where they were vomiting, any videos where they were chugging alcohol, they took them all down. They had to take all those episodes down. So at that point in time, he lost subscribers. So he was losing income from that, from the fact that they took the episodes down, and he lost income because he lost subscribers. So I think he was somewhere up, if I'm not mistaken, like 700,000, something like that. And he's down, last time I checked, it was somewhere around 620,000. He lost a lot of subscribers because, you know, unfortunately, a lot of his subscribers subscribed to the channel because they wanted to see those videos. They wanted to see people chugging alcohol. They wanted to see people vomiting and everything. They wanted to see that. And when they had to take them down because of the terms of service of YouTube, they lost a bunch of subscribers. Matt doesn't regret losing the subscribers to that. He doesn't regret not being able to do those videos anymore. He still does some chugging stuff, but he does that on like Twitch or Patreon. He'll do those on Patreon because that's still not against the terms of service. Again, anybody out there, especially like some of you people who like Joshua and Janice and Tom, who are kind of fledgling channels, need to kind of take into account what's going to happen when your channel becomes bigger and more noticeable. I don't think you do any of that, Tom. I think maybe like there's a couple of videos where you're vomiting on it, and I don't remember if you actually show that or not. But once you start making money, more serious money, then YouTube will look at that. YouTube will say, "I got to take that down" or something. So I don't know. We've kind of always, from the very beginning, kind of made sure that our channel will always be within the terms of service, unless they go crazy. But in our effort to be family friendly, not a family channel, but family friendly. In our effort to be family friendly, we don't do a lot of stuff in there. We don't use bad language. We don't use spicy language, colorful language, salty language. We don't use that language on here. And we keep our subject matter, tame. Let's put it that way. We get a little crazy, but that's, but we don't. We're probably not doing anything that's going to violate terms of services, even if they change those terms of services, and that's why we're still here. But we're still small fry. We have 5,300 subscribers. It is what it is. And again, let me remind you, we have 5,300 subscribers. If you have not subscribed, we have technically we have like 5,296 or something like that. If you have not subscribed, this is the time to do so. Just to knock us up to 5,300. Again, not a huge goal, but but we're so close. Missed it by that much. We're very close. Another reminder, Tom. I stopped doing food challenges to stop the vomiting right away. There we go. Tom again has promised that if he gets 1,000 subscribers, that he's going to eat raw oysters, Vienna sausage, chocolate syrup, and blue cheese dressing together when he gets 1,000 subscribers. So let's get Tom to 1,000 subscribers. If you've not done that, then please do. Janice just hit 2,000 subscribers. I think I mentioned this last week, but if you have not seen that, for her 2,000 subscriber celebration, I suppose you could call it that, she did the 2022 Pocky One Chip Challenge. So that video's up. That video's out there. So go to Janice's channel and check that out. For her 2,000 subscribers celebration, she did the Pocky One Chip Challenge from 2022. So check it out. There we go. No swearing in the first 30 seconds. Is that what it is? Yeah. So we could drop a F-bomb or something and it'd probably be okay. I think Ludwig, I think it's twofold. I think it's you can't no swearing in the first 30 seconds and they actually count the number of F-bombs you drop and they don't want you to go over a certain amount or something like that. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter to us because we don't do it. So there we go. Zoomers just want to watch reaction videos where people noisily scream at normal things happening while making a fish face. I know, Ludwig. It's so, but I see that more. I don't see that as much on YouTube as I do on TikTok. I see that a lot on TikTok. Also, don't see that a lot on Instagram. But Ludwig, TikTok, I do see that a lot. Where there's just something going on in the other video, and they're like, "Oh, that's messed up," it's like there's no effort in that. Let's put it that way. There's people who want to see that, but there's no effort in it. You're just using somebody else's video. You're making faces or making comments about it, and it's not challenging. It's like easy money. So there you go. You can do as much effing and jeffing as you like after 30 seconds. Frick. Well, yeah, and that stuff's acceptable. So Ludwig, let me just clarify a little bit. We could do that, but we also do want to keep it family friendly. As you know, if you've watched our videos in the past, my grandchildren are in a lot of our videos. So we, both the twins and DJ Dallas have been in a lot of our videos. So we try to do our videos and our live streams to where you can sit with your kids and watch it and not have to just ignore what he said. As a matter of fact, I think Julie, you'll remember this. I was doing one video. It's one of Julie's favorite videos where I actually do the spit take, doing the what is it? The Blenheim hot ginger ale, and by hot they just mean extra ginger, like strong ginger on it. And I said, "Damn!" Like when I first drank, I said, "Damn!" And then I drank some more of it, but it hit the back of my throat, and I ended up coughing it out. So it wasn't like a spit take per se. I was kind of coughing because it hit my throat, and then the ginger ale went out and everything. And I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Haley who said, "That's what he gets for saying a bad word." So I always tell the girls, just ignore what he said. Yeah, but there's Jules, there's that famous story about that's what he gets for saying a bad word. So there you go. That's what you get. That's right. YouTube has to change before taking down vid. YouTube has to change? Well, yeah, I suppose. I don't know if they're going to change, but there are two videos. The second video is a 360 video, which you can't turn it around and watch my husband do the one chip challenge with me. Oh, did YouTube do that? Did YouTube limit what you can do in that video, or did YouTube limit that you can't do the 360 video? Frickin' frack! I know those guys. I'm over 21, family friendly. With YouTube has to change. Yeah, well, I can see if you do something that's not family. When you post a video, like I don't know how many of you actually post videos on YouTube. When you post a video, there's a little like checkbox thing that you have to say like, oh, there's swearing in this video, or we cover sensitive subject, or there are people drinking alcohol. There's these little checkboxes, and that depend and which checkboxes you check off make a difference as to what advertisers will place ads in there. So you may not make it as much money if you say, yeah, our video has this in it, and it has this in it, and it has this in it. You might not make as much money because certain advertisers won't select you for videos. Every single one of our videos is like none of the above. Every single one of them. So that's a good indication of how you can tell what their terms of service kind of is, and what they're trying to shield their advertisers from. Is you can actually see when you actually post a video that those little check boxes that you have to check off kind of gives you an idea of what they're looking for to not be in your videos, and ours never do. So, are those cans of Spam on your shelf real cans or of Spam or Spamorabilia? Well, I'm glad you asked, Ludwig. I actually am not glad you asked, but it's okay. So, there, I'll do it this way. That's a little bit easier. This one here is a Christmas ornament. So it hangs in the tree. It's made out, I think it's plastic, really lightweight and everything, and there's a little string on it so you can hang it on there. So it's not an actual can of Spam. It's a Christmas ornament, a Spam Christmas ornament. This one here is what is that? Funko? A Funko figure. It's a Spam Man Funko figure. That's that one. And these two are actual Spam cans. So this one, the one on the bottom is empty. That was the pumpkin spice Spam that we did. So that one's empty. I want to say maybe 3 years ago, possibly 4 years ago. You could only get it online, and we managed to get some. So I saved the can. So that is the pumpkin spice one. And then the one on top is a full can of the figgy pudding Spam. And the reason we have a full can is because we ordered 2 cans. We did an episode, I don't know if it was a Christmas episode or near Christmas episode where we did it, but we did do the figgy pudding Spam. And when you bought it, you had to buy 2 cans at a time. I didn't use the second can, so there it is. So I hope that answers your question. Christmas ornament, Funko figure, real empty can, real full can. So there we go. Spam. I love this. Spam, baked beans, spam. Advertisers absolutely do not want you talking about anything important. Yeah. Well, let's just say not important. Let's just say controversial. Anything that would cause an argument. Anything you don't, like. You know how that works. People get canceled because of stuff like that. So there we go. So Ludwig, I hope I answered your question properly. I guess puking on video is old school Matt Zion impress advertisers. It does not impress advertisers, apparently, Lior. However, I will say this. If you are one of those people that did subscribe to Reckless Eating because you wanted to watch those, puking on video or chugging videos and everything, those videos are on Patreon. So he took the videos down, but they're on Patreon. You can actually, it does not violate their terms of service, apparently. So if you subscribe to them on Patreon, you can actually see those videos if you choose to. I love Spam too, Ludwig, apparently. Figgy pudding was weird, but oddly delicious. Yeah. To me, because we did figgy pudding. I want to say it was when we were in Oregon. So I want to say it was somewhere between 2015 and 2018. Somewhere in that time frame, we did a Christmas episode where we actually ate figgy pudding. And the figgy pudding Spam did not taste like figgy pudding. It was interesting and it was different. It did not taste like figgy pudding though. So there we go. Have you ever felt nauseous after a taste test on stream? Not on stream, because I don't think I've ever eaten anything that crazy while I was doing a live stream. Maybe in Ludwig, I should have told you, put this in on an Ask Val question, but we can do it. We can still do that. Again, if you go to the community page, there's a posting on there that says, hey, we're looking for Ask Val questions so we can do an Ask Val live stream. Put that in there anyways, even though I'm answering it right now. Never really ate anything on a live. Thank you, Janice, because time's a wasting. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snacks left, 6 snacks left, and an hour in already. But, we start talking, but that's why we're here. We're here to talk, But thank you, Janice, for keeping it on pace. So I will just say, Ludwig, I have felt maybe nausea. Nausea is not the word. After doing a couple of episodes and one particular live stream, but put that question in the Ask Val questions, and I will answer that fuller when that's what our live stream is all about, is answering the questions. So there we go. Let's do another snack, shall we? I can hear the laughter right now. Are you ready? We are going to do this. These are Cadbury Crunchie Rocks. I don't think they're made from rocks. But so let's go for our trivia question. And our trivia question is going to be related. Our question is, in what year did the Cadbury Bunny make its debut? Again, question is, in what year did the Cadbury Bunny make its debut? All right, there we go. Exactly, Janice, Julie. There you go. These are called Crunchie Rocks. They're from Cadbury. I have no idea what, anything about them. I just saw Crunchie Rocks and I go, I have to eat these. So let's see. Tear this way. Reclose with sticker to maintain freshness. What sticker? Somehow a sticker will show up. Will magically show. Oh, there it is. Okay. Clusters of milk chocolate with cornflakes. That sounds interesting. And honeycomb pieces. Ingredients: sugar, maize, which is corn, cocoa butter, cocoa mass, skimmed milk powder, glucose syrup, whey permeate powder from milk, palm oil, milk fat, salt, emulsifiers, sunflower lecithin, raising agent, barley, malt extract, flavoring. May contain nuts or wheat. Milk solids, 14% minimum, contains vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter. So it sounds really interesting. They are fair trade as far as the cocoa goes, which is a good thing to know. Now, again, this is honeycomb, not like the bees make honeycomb, but I think Janice explained it better when we did our honeycomb Van Leeuwen ice cream, and I said it doesn't taste like honeycomb, and I think she explained it best in what honeycomb is as far as like from a sugared kind of standpoint, as opposed to like a bee made honeycomb. So there we go. Let's see. Crunchie Rocks are pretty good. Ludwig have not had them before, so this is an interesting thing we're going to try for the first time. I love lava toffee. Well, hopefully that's not made from real lava. There is a new candy bar with Pop Rocks inside. Leo, do you remember what it was? I think I saw. It wasn't Hershey's, was it? You make it by putting sodium bicarbonate into toffee. Oh, there we go. Lava toffee. Bet you if you put it in vinegar. Like, how many people did that in school when you had to make a science project and you made the baking soda volcano? So basically, you put like red food coloring in vinegar. You made a volcano, probably out of clay or something, and you put red food coloring in vinegar. And you put baking soda in the cone of the volcano, and then you poured the vinegar in there, and instant lava. See if we can find a sweet spot on that. We cannot. Oh well. All right. ASM folks, let me know. ASMR. Ooh. That's the honeycomb sugar part. Thank you, Janice. Janice posted the link for our figgy pudding episode, so that can of spam figgy pudding. Janice, can you? I remember that you had told me about what they mean by honeycomb not being like honeycomb from bees, the different kind of honeycomb. Can you repeat that? This has like quiet. Yeah, they are pretty quiet actually. I'm trying to be. The thing is, it's covered with a lot of chocolate. That chocolate kind of mutes it. I love the cornflake flavor though. Really interesting for a candy to have that cornflake flavor. I really like that. Now, there's some kind of, it's called honeycomb because of the cell structure. Oh, okay. There's some sort of sugared thing in there that's kind of getting stuck in my teeth. I doubt it's the cornflakes. It's not the chocolate, but something's kind of getting stuck in my teeth, like chewy, stuck in my teeth. You know, it's Cadbury, so and it is imported, so it's not like U.S. because U.S. Cadbury chocolate is made by Hershey's, which is that pukey chocolate, you know. So this is really good. It's really interesting. I was expecting it to be like really loud, crunchy, and it's really not. It's just that the cornflakes and the honeycomb kind of gives it that kind of crunchy. You know, it is. There's some crunchiness to it, but it's just not like hard pretzel crunchy. So yeah, that's gonna get a thumbs up. These are really good, really interesting, really unique. I really love the cornflake flavor in there. Yeah, big thumbs up. Sounds like it'd be sort of like if you've ever made. I think they call them haystacks, which is you take the chow mein noodle, you know, the dry chow mein noodles that come in a can. You can buy at the grocery store. You take those dry chow mein noodles, and you coat them in chocolate. They call them haystacks because it looked like little haystacks and everything. We used to do that around Christmas time make haystacks, and that's kind of a similar thing. It has that, so it has that crunchiness and everything. It has the chocolate on it. So very similar. Thumbs up. So there we go. Let's see, did I miss anything here? When I was a kid, I believe that if you ate Pop Rocks and drank Coke, you'd literally explode. Literally, I think that was something that was going around because I'd heard the same thing when I was a kid. Is that Pop Rocks and drink Coke that you would explode and everything. But I never heard of a kid exploding. So quietest rocks you've ever eaten. I agree completely. Let's see. It's toffee. It's been bubbled up with carbon dioxide. Okay, and it's awful. What is awful? The spam figgy pudding. Which one did you say was awful, Jules? A crunchy proper is a block of solid honeycomb and is so much crunchier. I believe it. Put Cadbury eggs in the middle of haystacks for Easter. The current Cadbury eggs that have that creamy middle, that would be kind of weird. Plus, they're pretty big, aren't they? Or did they get smaller over the year? Bird's Nest. Thank you, Julie. They also call them Bird's Nest. Mythbusters busted the Pop Rocks and Coke urban legend. Yeah, I mean, as we got older, we understood that was a urban legend. But as kids, we were all thinking it was a real thing. All right, there we go. So let's see, how many snacks did we do? Do 1, 2, 2? We've only done 2 snacks. It's like 2:11. We've only done 2 snacks. All right, well, we'll get a move on it. So let's do the cheese next. This is really interesting. This was from Cost Plus World Market. The brand is Old World. I've not heard of the brand before, and there's really not a lot of information about it. I think it's very possible it is a Cost Plus World Market house brand. Old World, quality foods, premium product, bacon Gouda. I know there's different ways of saying that, but I think the actual pronunciation, it's a Dutch cheese, and I think the actual pronunciation, I can't pronounce pronunciation. The actual pronunciation is Gouda. Some people say Gouda. In the United States, they say Gouda, and that's perfectly acceptable. Pasteurized processed cheese with bacon. Ingredients: cultured milk, water, salt, sodium phosphate, all the stuff that's in cheese. Bacon, sorbic acid, yeast extract, natural smoke, flavoring, color, contains milk. Well, it's cheese. It should contain milk. All right, we're going to give this a shot. Scott said, if I ate watermelon seeds, I would grow a watermelon in my stomach as a kid. My parents got, yeah, that was the same with like all kinds of seeds, like pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds that you shouldn't swallow them because they're going to grow in your stomach and everything, which is ridiculous. But people say that anyways. And welcome, Scott. I think you kind of snuck in there. I don't think I commented that you came in or properly greeted you. My daughter ate a wild bag of Pop Rocks and then drank a Coke. All it did was make her burp a lot. But did it kind of like come foaming out of her mouth though, or did she swallow it? Like she kind of swallowed it all at the same time. Because I think if you like just put the Pop Rocks in your mouth and then put the Coke in your mouth, I think it would you'd start maybe that's a good way to fake that you have rabies. Just put both of them in your mouth and start foaming at the mouth. All right, we're going to do our cheese. And again, remember that our trivia questions are based on our snacks. So let's see. Let me get rid of some of this stuff just because it's taking up space. Oh, we did the Cadbury Crunchie Rocks, and Cadbury was founded in 1824 by John Cadbury in Birmingham, England. Hershey Company acquired the U.S. Cadbury license. So again, Cadbury you eat in the U.S., made in the U.S., is going to be different than the Cadbury that you eat from the U.K. This, however, is imported. It's UK, or I'm sorry, EU Cadbury. So there we go. Oh, I didn't answer the question. I forgot about that. The question was, in what year did the Cadbury Bunny make its debut? Janice Yamanaka said 1982. Lior said 1982. Tom said 1982. Ludwig said 1958. The information that I got was 1985, but since everybody said 1982, I'm going to go with 1982. So there we go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so we're going to do our cheese. So let's ask a cheese-based or bacon cheese question. So the question is, in what countries would you find middle bacon? So again, in what countries would you find something called middle bacon? Where would you find that? Which countries? Let's stick that over there, and let's open our bacon Gouda. or Gouda, whatever you want to call it. It's all Gouda with me. It sounds like you asked an Italian, and it's okay. I'm half Italian, exactly half Italian. Like you asked an Italian, how is that cheese? It's a Gouda. Oh, it's good. No, it's a Gouda. It's a Gouda cheese. I'm making cheese as we speak. He is making. Ooh, this is a weird looking cheese. It doesn't look like. It looks waxy. It looks. What does it look like? It looks like those. What do you call those cheeses? Not like the Baby Bells or anything. Those cheeses that are wrapped in foil and the little square cheeses. I mean, the little triangles of cheese. Is it Laughing Cow that I'm thinking of? Laughing Cow, maybe and I think it's like a Swiss cheese or Swiss cheese flavor, and it kind of has that waxy look to it. This is about the same. It has that look about it. So let's do this. Let's just see if we can kind of maintain the packaging and just kind of cut a bar off that. I'm hoping those little specks in there are bacon and it's not moldy. Not that I've never eaten moldy cheese before. Borden Laughing Cow. Yes, Laughing Cow. Okay, that's what I thought. Not the Baby Bell. The Baby Bell, I think, are the ones that are covered in the wax, the red wax, and I'm pretty sure those are Gouda too. I might be mistaken. The Baby Bells are the little kind of cheese, like shaped like a big cheese wheel, and covered with red wax. But these are the ones that are like it comes in a cardboard round thing, for lack of a better term, and there's like individual wedges of this cheese, and then when you take the foil off of it, it kind of has that waxy look to it. So that's what it is. Baby Bell is Edam. Okay, that's what I knew it was something like that. Is Edam Ludwig? Edam is also a Dutch cheese, is it not? I've had middle bacon in the UK. It's very rare. Mostly back bacon and streaky bacon. Yeah. They need to make a bacon Baby Bell. I wouldn't hold out for that. All right, here we go. Smell the smoke in there. Weird texture. The texture is almost like it's a spreadable cheese, like it's meant to go on crackers or something. Doesn't taste like a Gouda. Tastes like a mild cheddar. Getting the smoke flavor. There's some bacon. The bacon flavor is subtle. I think I would like that cheese a little bit firmer, but again, I think like for crackers and stuff, that's probably okay. That's probably pretty good. You gotta eat it a little bit and eat more of it before you start to get that bacon flavor. You do get the smoke flavor right off the bat. That's good. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I wish I could be like really, really enthusiastic about it and everything. I think they need to ramp the bacon up a little bit. Maybe put a little bit more bacon in there, or maybe like somehow get bacon drippings or something in there to give it more of that bacon flavor. So it's just a little bit light on the bacon flavor. You can taste it. Loud banging sound. I don't know what that was. You can taste it, but it's not. Yeah, it's just not really prominent in everything. It's good. It does have the bacon flavor. Strong. The smoke flavor is stronger and everything. It's a good cheese. The texture is a little bit off for me and everything, but still a thumbs up. So let's go to our question, and our question was, in what countries would you find middle bacon? And the guesses were, let's see, Isan said Canada. Julie said Middle Earth. Tom said Kumidana. Why does cheese make me cough? All right. Tom said Kumidana. That, of course, is always the correct answer. I think Edam made palindrome. I think it's Palin. That's okay. Don't worry, Jules. You're listed as a what do you call it? Not dependent. Something in my throat after I ate the cheese. What's up with that? That's bizarre. This could be a real interesting live stream. Wow. That was weird. I'll stuff your ashes in a Spam can. There we go. You could use one. You could use that one up there. Wait, where's that? I do have something that we're going to put my ashes in for you, Jules. It's that little vase that you made for me at Charette. I'm going to put it in that. Summon the back pattern. I do it myself. Again, the question is, what countries would you find middle bacon? The UK or British country is close. It is middle bacon is found in Australia and New Zealand. It is the most common form sold in New Zealand, in Australia, and it includes some of the streaky bacon, the fatty section of side bacon, and along with a portion of the loin of back bacon. So Australia and New Zealand is where you would find middle bacon. Although I like the Middle Earth answer the best. Hi, Doodle. Doodle, you want to come up here? Come on. Come on up. You want to see everybody? Ooh. Sorry about that, dude. It's Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. Making a return visit. How you doing, dude? How you doing? How you doing? You doing okay? Did you come for a snack? You come to say hi? You're gonna wave? Want a snack? You don't want a snack. You're just here to visit. All right, we're going to leave him up here then. I'll put that there, and if he wants it, he'll take it. There we go. I had it in the UK, but I think I've seen it like twice in my life. I've never seen it at all. So there we go. British people prefer back bacon. I think they prefer back bacon in Canada as well. But, you know, it makes sense because it was one of the colonies. So there you go. Woof, woof, bark, bark to Doodles. Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said to you? Doodle, he said woof, woof, bark, bark. You believe that? Talking to Doodle like that. The star of the show. Yeah, you got that right, Leora. But I'm with Americans on this belly all the way. I love pork belly. The bacon is, oh, I mean, you know, they're all different. They're all different. They all have their own, you know, things. So they're all good. All right. So we did, let's see, snacks. Well, how many snacks I got left? I should do one more. I have 4 snacks left. We did 3. Let's do our soft drink. This is our soft drink. This is Guaraná Antarctica, the Brazilian original Guaraná soda. Let's see. Let's ask a question, and again, it's going to be related. The question is, along what river is guarana found? So let me actually tell you what guarana is. So that's the name of the soft drink, Guaraná Antarctica. Guaraná Antarctica was created in Brazil in 1921 by Pedro Baptista de Andrade for Companhia Antártica Paulista in 1921. Guarana is a climbing plant, especially common in Brazil. It is best known for the seeds from its fruit, which are about the size of a coffee bean. Guarana seed is an effective stimulant containing about twice the concentration of caffeine found in coffee beans. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, guarana is, you might find it in Red Bull. I know they use taurine in Red Bull. I'm not sure about guarana, but it's a stimulant like caffeine, or there's a certain caffeine content, and there's actually more than there is in coffee beans. So this is a soft drink. Our question is, you want to read the question, Doodle? Read them the question. You want to read that? No? No, you don't want to read the question. All right, I'll read the question. Along what river is guarana found? Again, the question, it's a plant. Remember, it's a climbing plant. Along what river is guarana found? Need to finish getting ready for pizza night. Had the stream on, so listen. I am AFK. Great stream, Val. See you on the sunny side. All right, Tom. Again, Tom is making pizza tonight from scratch. Dough, sauce, cheese, everything from scratch. So that is at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and I think it's a 2-hour live stream. So be sure to check that out. And Tom, we'll see you on the other side. So Chad, I mentioned this to Dad. Went to gauge interest on cruising on RC's Oasis of this. Oh, okay. New Jersey. Would you want a cruise ship tour? East, Trippy Food East episode. I do, Jules. You know what, Jules? Let's put that in the let's put that on the community page, but people can answer it here. Let's do this. I'm going to do this, Jules. I'm going to add a poll. All right, there we go. Poll is up. So answer the poll. I put your question in as a poll, Jules. All right, so we'll see if it's what the people want. Let's see, did I miss anything else? No, people are guessing the question. Are you making a McDonald's spicy nuggets review? Me? No, unless is McDonald's doing a different spicy nuggets because they came out with a spicy McNugget like 2 or 3 years ago, and we did that review. So unless they're different, we're not going to do another review. Janice, can you see if you can find that? Can you see if you can find our McDonald's spicy McNuggets review? Miguel, are they doing a different kind of spicy McNugget, or have they changed it? Have they changed it up? Because that would be worth checking it out. But otherwise. All right. So again, we're going to do Guaraná Antarctica. It was created in Brazil in 1921. It's kind of the de facto official soft drink of Brazil. In the midst of the Amazon rainforest grows an exotic berry called guarana that bears the soul and spirit of land people. Take your first sip and discover my flavor is unlike anything else, is unique. Guarana. All right, let's do that. 145 calories for the entire can. I don't know if that's low or not. Well, Miguel, if they're just there at McDonald's, then we won't do it because we did it before, I think. So, Janice, see if you can find that, because I'm pretty sure we did that before. If we didn't do it before, I'll go ahead and do that. It's kind of a weird color. It's like a pinkish yellow color. Sort of like ginger ale, but then sort of not, more reddish, I think. Red Bull does not contain guarana. Okay, Monster usually does. All right, I knew one of those had it in it, but I don't remember which. Has what does that smell? It's almost like a ginger ale smell, but I don't think there's ginger in here. Let's see. Ingredients, he pours it all over the desk. Where are the ingredients? Oh, carbonated water, sugar, citric acid, natural flavor, preservatives, guarana extract, caramel color. So I guess that smell is the smell of guarana, of how guarana smells. All right, cheers. Thank you, Janice. So to answer the question, who was that again that asked that question? Miguel Rangel. You asked, are we going to do the spicy McNuggets? We did them when they first came out. Janice just posted the link for that. So if you want to check it out, that's the spice. Maybe I'll put that, I'll tweet that and stuff so that people see that it's out there. But we did it when it first came out. Now, my thing was, I didn't find them spicy at all. So I'm hoping they changed it and maybe made it spicier. And if that's the case, we'll go back and try them again. But if they haven't changed the recipe at all, it's the same ones, then it's not worth checking out again. Let's put it that way. Really interesting. It's not exceptionally sweet. As long as it's guarana and not bat guano. Guarana seeds are 7.5% caffeine. Coffee beans are around 2%. Well, you can't taste caffeine, so I can't tell. If I get all hopped up and everything, you'll know. I don't know if you guys watched the 2 episodes we did, one with Matt and then one by myself while I was in Colombia. There's a company called Coca Naza that makes coca drinks or drinks with coca in it. It doesn't have cocaine in it. It's not going to get you all hopped up and everything, but it does give you energy. Let's put it that way, without getting you high. But it would be really, because one of them is a soda. One is actually a soda. It would be interesting if they did something like that with coca and guarana. That would be interesting. There's something medicinal about this. It has a medicinal taste. It's more syrupy than a lot of other soft drinks. Maybe it's like low carbonation makes it taste syrupy. It tastes thicker, if that makes any sense at all. It doesn't. It's not like when you drink a Coke, it's like it has a certain amount of viscosity to it. Let's put it that way. So it has a different feel. It definitely has like a medicinal taste to it, but not in a bad way. Well, Jules, you can have a hypery and jitter val, and then if I finish the beer, we have a hyper and jittery and lit val. Broken stuff everywhere. Yeah, thank God I'm sitting down. Coca leaves are one of the flavorings in Coca-Cola syrup, so it still contains trace amounts of cocaine. It does, and Coca-Cola as a company, Ludwig, is one of the few companies that is allowed to import coca leaves into the United States. So it's I think there are 2. I don't remember who the other one is, but Coca-Cola is one of 2 companies that are allowed to import coca leaves into the United States. The other ones are not. The coca drinks that I did, we brought 2 back. The ones that we did with Matt, we brought those back. The other 2 we did in Colombia, but they don't have a problem with you bringing it back. And again, it does not. Matt has been live for some time, Lior. I think he started live around the same time we did, but he's on a 12-hour stream. So Lior, stick with us. Actually, I think I explained this before. You can watch our whole live stream. After our live stream, you can watch Tom's live stream because our live stream ends at 3, and then you got an hour in between. An hour in between. You can kind of like watch some of Matt's live stream. Then at 4 o'clock, go watch Tom's live stream where he's making pizza from scratch. And then when Tom's live stream is over, go back to Reckless Eating. Your whole day can be just like watching live streams. And I'm glad you joined us and are with us right now. It extracts the cocaine and sells it to pharmaceutical companies to make Novocaine and lidocaine. So that's probably the other. There's probably a particular pharmaceutical company. I don't think it's a bunch of pharmaceutical companies. Probably just one that that the cocaine extract goes to, Ludwig. But I'm not completely sure. But you guys have. I have access to the internet here, but I'm in the middle of something. This is really different and interesting. There's kind of like a fruit flavor to it, but like a nondescript fruit flavor. It doesn't taste like any particular kind of fruit, but there's this kind of fruit flavor to it, like some sort of melon or something, but not one that I've had before. There's a slight ginger ale flavor to it. It's very medicinal. It's thick but not too syrupy. There is some carbonation, but it's not like overly carbonated. It's an interesting drink. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. It's really interesting. I don't know, I don't know if the caffeine aspect of it is going to kick in, and I'm going to all of a sudden find myself kind of hopped up and wired on that. But but yeah, it's pretty good. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Let's go back to our question. Our question was, along what river is guarana found? I think I gave you a couple of clues while we were talking about it. Let's see. Icehan69 said Amazon River. Janice said Amazon River. Ludwig said, how many rivers in Brazil? How do I know? Let's see. Was that it? That was it. Yeah, of course it's the Amazon. I mean, you just pick the biggest river that goes through Brazil, Amazon. It's found along the river, the Amazon River basin. So as the Amazon River as it goes completely through. Part of the Amazon River actually cuts through Colombia, a little bit farther south. So that's where capybaras come from. Hey, Eli, welcome, Eli. Bondegi patacones. That would not work, just because of how you make patacones. I don't think bondegi patacones, unless you put the bondegi on top, and maybe like what else would you put on? Like, all right. So Eli, I'm gonna. In some places in Colombia, they sell patacones, but they sell them like they just give you the patacones, but then they put different things on it. Like some put chicken on it, some put like salsa on it, different things you can put on it. So maybe you do it with bondegi where you're putting it on top of the patacones, but you do it with some other, like maybe like mix it with like some chopped kimchi or something. Yeah, it's doable. Put it in the suggestion list. Maybe we'll just have a bondegi party, Eli. Here we go. Like a Colombian tostada. Yeah, and in some places they actually call them tostadas. Even in Colombia, there's some places in Colombia where they call them tostada. But patacone is the same, essentially the same thing as a tostada. The three of us have done a few episodes together. Oh, Lior, because Lior is saying, oh, it'd be nice to see Val, Janice, and Matt. Yeah. Okay. So Janice, also there's the Blue Diamond video, the Blue Diamond videos. We've done some with you and I together, but the Blue Diamond ones was you, me, and Matt. I'm not sure. Oh, I think we did the. I want to say we did the Trippy. What is it? The Alani energy drink. I think we did that too, if I'm not mistaken. So Janice, you can find those. So Lior had asked, it would be nice to see Val, Janice, and Matt together. We have done episodes together. Janice is posting the links for those. We're going to need some menudo in the morning. Well, I advise against the one in the can. Hopefully there's like a decent Mexican restaurant near you. So yeah, guarana is found along the Amazon River. All right. So let's see. Well, you know what we didn't do? Let's do that. Let's do what we didn't do. Where's my small glass? Oh, here we go. I have a feeling this isn't going to be good. But I could be surprised. Cheers. Julie, there has to be. I think up in Jules, I think like up in Lawrence, in that area, there's or what is it, Methuen? What is that? What is the Salem, New Hampshire? There used to be a place called Little Mexico. It was this kind of little dive Mexican restaurant. They would definitely have menudo. It's not bad. That guarana flavor really cuts through when you mix it with the beer, and the beer flavor kind of goes away, which is weird. How does that happen? The beer didn't really have a strong alcohol taste anyway, so you're not getting that so much. It's not great, but it's also not terrible. Thumbs in the middle. You know, it's not like something that you really intentionally want to do on purpose on a regular basis, but but it's not bad. All right, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 snacks left. How are we doing on time? Ooh, we're really kind of skirting the line here. So homemade is best, but I don't mind. Juanita's canned menudo. It's actually not bad. I think I want to say we did a canned menudo. We didn't do an episode for canned. I think maybe I just bought one or something. We've never done a menudo episode. Is it worth? I mean, I think most people know what menudo is. Is it worth doing a Trippy Food menudo episode? I mean, it's not something I would do on a live stream and everything, but it might be worth an episode. It's going to a Mexican, a mom and pop Mexican restaurant and getting some fresh menudo. What do you think? What do you guys think? Or making it maybe. Maybe we should just suggest that to Tom that he make menudo He's probably not a tripe fan. Alani knew Trippy hippie drink. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. So Janice is posting those. I know that Lior had asked, but other people might be interested in it. Of videos that. Janice also Noggles. You did the Noggles episode as well. So the Blue Diamond almonds and the Noggles episode. So people were asking about episodes that would like to see Matt and me and Janice in the same episode, and we've done a few. So 9 Kit Kats with the 3 of us on my channel. Oh, I don't remember even doing that. There we go. All right. So let's get into our next snack. I think we answered all the questions. We're good. Yeah, we did the bacon Gouda. We did the middle bacon. All right, let's start into our spicier snack. I'm going to start with this one next because this one is not spicy. At least I don't think it's spicy. So this is from Trader Joe's. This is Grecian-style eggplant with tomatoes and onions. Just a little bit unusual. I'm not going to go through the whole thing about Trader Joe's. I do it all the time. Although, it's going to come up here, and it's going to come up here in a second. This is weird. They turn that upside down where the lid is, but then this is upside down. I don't think there's anything interesting there. Let's see. Fried eggplant. It's fried eggplant. Tomato sauce. Let's see. Salt, parsley, sugar, garlic, red pepper, black pepper, curry powder, onion, soy, oil. Sounds pretty good. So we're going to try this. Let's read a question. And the question is, where is the first Trader Joe's store located? Again, the question, where is the first Trader Joe's store located? Let's stick that over there. Let's open this guy. Looks like cat food. I'm gonna eat this right out of here. I'm not gonna put it on a plate or anything. Fork. You know, it's kind of like limp and soggy and looks slimy. Look at that. I don't know. I guess you're getting that. Now, the thing about eggplant is this is fried eggplant, but maybe because it's like in tomato sauce, that over time it's just like really mushy. So eggplant, I think, is better when it has a little bit of teeth to it. My mom used to make baked stuffed eggplant. And so basically what she would do is she would boil the eggplant, cut it in half, and then mix it with tomato sauce, ground beef, onions, some other stuff, and put it in the oven and bake it. And when it came out, it was in the half of an eggplant. When it came out, the eggplant was really, really tender, but still had a little bit of teeth to it. The only thing that has a little bit of teeth to it here is the skin. So the eggplant skin is still it's almost like a shrimp shell, like eating a shrimp shell, except maybe not as plasticky as that, but you still have to chew it a little bit. It's like paper. It's like eating paper. I think it's pretty good. You have to like eggplant, the flavor of eggplant. It's certainly there. The tomato's nice, the onion's nice, the garlic's nice. It needs a little bit of, it just needs a little bit of spiciness to it. Like I think even black pepper would help. It's not overly salty. I think black pepper would help. What I think would be better is like a few dashes of hot sauce, of a decent hot sauce. Now, I don't think I would use I would stick with a jalapeno hot sauce. I think. I don't think you want to go too crazy on that. I don't think a habanero hot sauce will really complement that, or a smoky hot sauce. I don't think it would complement this at all. I would go with a jalapeno hot sauce. I think on that, and but it is pretty good. It is actually pretty good. I don't know that you need to also heat that up. You might want to, but it'd probably be okay. Like it'd be more like a stew if you heat that up. But room temperature right out of the can. It's actually pretty good. That's going to get a thumbs up from me. All right, let's go back and read our question. The question was Trader Joe's. Where is the first Trader Joe's? I'm there. Where is the first Trader Joe's store located? So let's see what the guesses were. Miguel Rangel said in California. Janice Yamanaka said Pasadena. Captain Jack Sparrow used the Trader Joe's in Tortuga. Used the Trader Joe's in Tortuga? Captain Jack Sparrow? Was it in the movie? Was there a Trader Joe's in the movie? Wow, that's weird. Because, you know, Trader Joe's has only been around since 1967. Matt is playing Notice on his stream. Julie, how would you know? Aren't you on this stream? Let's see. The only thing I don't like about menudo is making the smell. Yeah, it's the tripe, I think, would probably give it that smell that people don't like. Yeah, this is pretty good. The first Trader Joe's store, yes, you're all correct. It is in California. It is in Pasadena. Trader Joe's, the first Trader Joe's store was opened in 1967 by founder Joe Columb. So he's the Joe. He's the Trader Joe. Is Joe Columb. So yeah, I already got that right. There we go. I'm watching you both. That sounds like a conflict of interest. Matt says hi, Dad. Say hi, Matt. I have computers on computers over here. You must. Secret aardvark. You mean just the regular secret aardvark? I think just the regular secret aardvark is habanero, but I think I would agree with you, Eli. I think secret aardvark would go good here because there's a lot of other stuff in there. There's carrots and some other stuff in there. So like I said, it is habanero, but it's not like overly habanero. I think you're right, Eli. I think secret aardvark probably would go in there. All right, so yeah, thumbs up on that. Let's see, 3 more snacks. We have 15 minutes. We can do this. Piece of cake. All right, so let's do these next. And the company is called Field Trip. Get out there. These are best by July 19th of 2023, which is not very far away. And these are fried pork rinds, crispy cuts, cinnamon churro recipe. So it's cinnamon churro flavored pork rinds. How do you do that? Because the churro is all about, it's like made from a dough. How do you make, I don't know, a little bit weird on that. Cinnamon churro. It's like, it's not a churro. It's, unless they're somehow blending in pork into the churro thing. I don't know how they do that, but we'll see. Let's see. It's time to get serious. Yada, yada, yada. Crispy clouds, blah, blah, blah. Find us online. Nothing special there. Our crispy cuts are great for sprinkling on dishes, entertaining, life on the go. Well, let me entertain you and eat some of these things. So our question is, let's see. What is the difference between pork rinds and cracklings? Again, what is the difference between pork rinds and cracklings? Now, Field Trip Snacks is relatively new. They were founded in 2010 in Brooklyn, New York. They were founded by Scott Feisinger, Tom Donegan, and Matt Levy. So that's going to go over there. And let's go ahead and open this up. It feels like the bag is probably half air. Well, it smells like churros. It looks like chicharron. But it's kind of weird. It's like shiny on the outside. Let's see if you can see that. It's kind of shiny. Wait, we had it. We had it there. There's cinnamon and sugar. I guess that's what they're going for the churro flavor. But there's a big difference between eating a churro and eating a pork rind. I mean, you eat a pork rind, it has that pork flavor. So you're not going to get from a churro. You fry it in pork fat. I don't know anybody who does. It kind of hints at a churro, but you don't get the churro flavor. You get the what they put on a churro, which is cinnamon and sugar. You get that, but you don't get the actual flavor of a churro. These are interesting because usually this is a savory snack, and this changes it into a sweet snack. But it's sweet and savory at the same time. I don't know if I can like come up with something similar like that. What's a thumbs up? I would say thumbs up trending downward only because they say churro, right? They don't say cinnamon sugar pork rinds. They say churro. And really, you don't get the flavor of churro in there. So that's when I say thumbs up trending downward. If I'm just going just by straight flavor, they're really good, and I would give them a thumbs up. But because they use the word churro there, they don't taste like a churro. Again, it's a thumbs up trending downward. Let's go back to our question. And our question was, what is the difference between pork rinds and cracklins? So let's see what people said. Julie said one is skin. Eli said rinds is just the skin. Eli says pork rinds are also 0 carbs. Julie says, I hate pork rinds. Cracklins smell like oiky pig booty. Janice Yamanaka says cracklins have the pork fat. Julie says oily. Oh, oily instead of oiky. Oh, well, I meant oinky there, Jules. Cracklins have some meat attached and have extra fat in addition to the attached skin. So they both have skin, but cracklins have some meat attached and have extra fat in it. So I think everybody got it right, or close enough. Close enough for this, anyways. So yeah, absolutely right, everybody. Cracklins just have more meat and more fat on it than the pork rinds do. That's why pork rinds are better for you, healthier for you, but they're good. I like them all. All right, let's do this next, and then we'll do our last one. Is supposedly hot, so we'll see. Now, I will tell you that I don't typically like to buy branded things that have mascots on it. So this is obviously a Minion. I didn't buy it for that reason. I don't like to buy it for that reason, but I bought it because it is sriracha sunshine flavor. And I don't know what the sunshine comes from. They could have just said sriracha flavor, but they say sriracha sunshine. Let's see. Ingredients: chickpea flour, rice flour, yellow pea flour, canola oil, salt, spices, green bell pepper powder, white vinegar powder, rice concentrate, paprika extract, yeast extract, natural flavors, rosemary extract, organic ingredients. Where is sriracha? I do not see sriracha anywhere in the ingredients. I don't see chili peppers anywhere in the ingredients. How do they call it sriracha when there's no sriracha in there? Sriracha is made from chili peppers, and I don't see that in the ingredients. Bizarre. Very bizarre. But we'll see. We will check this out. So Hippeas have been around for a while. I think I would say years ago, probably before 2015, we did an episode on Hippeas. I think we did like 3 different Hippeas, and I think we did it with somebody else, and I can't even remember who it was, but it was a long time ago. It might have been when we were in Oregon, I think. So the question, based on this snack, our question is, where were chickpeas first cultivated? Again, the question, where were chickpeas first cultivated? Now, if you've heard of garbanzo beans, same thing as chickpeas. Garbanzo is the kind of Spanish name or origin of Spanish name. Don't lie, you like the little minion. I've never even seen the movies. Are the movies any good? I've never seen them. I'm surprised it's not banana flavored. Yeah, but again, Janice, remember the thing about banana flavoring is that it's really like almost every banana product that has banana flavoring, except banana chips, of course, but almost every product that has banana flavoring has artificial banana flavoring because it's hard to extract that, just the flavoring from bananas. So this would be likewise. I guess they kind of look like Minions. Banana. That's an interesting flavor. There's spice there. Why? Did I miss something? Green bell pepper powder, white vinegar powder, rice concentrate, paprika extract, yeast extract, natural flavors, rosemary extract. So maybe the natural flavors is sriracha, maybe. Because they don't mention a single chili, but there's some heat there. That's bizarre. Why would they do that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys, maybe there's multiple ingredients in sriracha, and they don't want to list them all. But then there's a sweetness too. There's sugar in here, obviously. So it's spicy and sweet. It actually has a decent kick. Actually, a decent amount of spice to it. The spiciness and the sweetness together, it's really good. I'm going to give that a thumbs up. Good. I was kind of saying, like, thinking, where's the sriracha before I started eating it, but but it's good and it is spicy and it is there. I just don't know why sriracha is not listed in listings. So yeah, thumbs up. Let's go back to our question. Our question was, hold this upside down. Where were chickpeas first cultivated? Let's see. Eli says Asia. Ice Hand says Middle East. Janice says Turkey. Well, those are all the same thing. So you're absolutely right. It was Turkey. The wild progenitor of chickpeas, which is the origin of chickpea, or where chickpeas originated, only grows in southeast Turkey and have been domesticated around 7,000 years BC. So 7,000, that's 9,000 years ago. 9,000 years ago were first cultivated or first domesticated chickpeas in what is now southeast Turkey, which is part of Asia, which is part of the Middle East. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, thank you, Janice. Janice found the Hippeas episode and put it up there. So if you guys want to see the original Hippeas episode, Janice, just offhand, can you see what year that was? We did the Hippeas episode. All right, we're down to our last snack. These are 7 Select, which, as if you recognize the logo, is the house brand for 7-Eleven. These are ghost pepper flavored jumbo peanuts. So it should be interesting. I mean, a lot of these things that are ghost pepper flavored, I think with the exception of the Pocky haunted ghost pepper chips, those pack a serious kick. But a lot of other things that are supposed to be ghost pepper aren't really that hot. But we'll see about this. So our question is, there we go. What were 7-Eleven's operating hours when they first opened in 1946? Again, the question, what were 7-Eleven's operating hours when they first opened in 1946? All right, let's go ahead and open these up. These are 7 Select flavored jumbo peanuts, ghost pepper flavored. Nothing special here. You know what's scary good are ghost pepper jumbo peanuts. They're big, they're roasted, and then tossed in salt and ghost pepper seasoning. After all, if you want really bold flavor, you need really, really big nuts. That's what it says. See, Eli. They smell hot. They smell like ghost pepper. That's jumbo? On what planet are those jumbo peanuts? I mean, seriously, on what planet are those jumbo peanuts? Not Earth. Jumbo peanuts? Forgot to open it upside down. You're right. I think on that one, you're probably right. Kind of has that powder on it. Hippeas episode was April 20th, 2019. All right, thanks, Janice. I think we did 3 different ones, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, that's sneaky. Yeah, that heat sneaks up on you. It has some heat. It just builds. It keeps building. That's the fire department coming to put out the fire in my mouth. You guys even hear that? You guys hear me making a reference to the fire department. Maybe you can't even hear that siren. It's not noise canceling. Wow. That builds to a heat. That's interesting. I'm going to give that a thumbs up, trending downward, and here's why. It says ghost pepper flavor, and ghost pepper flavor is there. Ghost pepper heat is there. They bring the heat. They bring the flavor. It says jumbo peanuts, and those aren't jumbo peanuts. So that's why it's not going to get a thumbs up. It's going to get a thumbs up turning downward. All right. Let's go back to our question. Our question was, what were 7-Eleven's operating hours when they first opened in 1946? And that's like Janice is the only one that answered that, and she said 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. You are sort of correct, or you were mostly correct, Janice. The correct answer is they were open 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. 7 days a week. That's the name 7-Eleven. So when they opened in 1946, they called it 7-Eleven because they were open from 7 a.m. to 11. Now they're open 24 hours a day, so 7-Eleven is kind of a dumb name, but you know, they're not going to change it back. All right, so now comes time. It is 3 o'clock. Normally we would end right now. We have not done our goût mélange, which is what we had on our last live stream, which we decided we're going to use as our name for putting everything together. We're going to call it goût mélange. So we're going to do our goût mélange right now. You guys hang out for another 5 minutes. What do you think? Yeah, no, yes. All right, let's do it. All right, this is going to be a mess because of the eggplant, so it should be interesting. All right, so I'm going to put some eggplant in there. Yeah, it's going to be a mess. I'm going to put some ghost pepper peanuts in there. I'm going to put a crunchy rock in there. Break that up a little bit. This one's going to be weird, I can tell right now. I'm going to put some cheese in there. Our bacon Gouda cheese, which has gotten slimier sitting out in the heat. Try and make it a grilled cheese sandwich with this. I think I will. Add in there too. All right, now our Upland freeze-dried mango, pineapple, quinoa, chia, turmeric, sunflower. Let's break up a few of these. They break apart quite nicely. And let's see, our sriracha chickpeas. Last but not least, our churro pork rinds. This one's going to be weird. The hands are all. You mix that up a little bit. We got chocolate in there. We got sriracha in there. We got eggplant in there. We got cheese in there. What a weird combination. And ghost pepper peanuts. There we go. Goût mélange, everybody. Texturally, that's all wrong. Oh my God. When you're eating the eggplant by itself, it's fine. When you add the eggplant to that, texturally, it just makes something really weird. I mean, the texture is really weird. Not in a good way. Then there's a chocolate in there, which tastes like it doesn't belong in there at all. Everything else is kind of crunchy, crispy, savory. There's the crunchy rocks. The eggplant murders this. The eggplant really kills this. Now here's the weird thing. Why am I not getting the ghost pepper heat? Seconds. It doesn't exist. Oh, there it is. Comes in afterwards. Now, taste-wise, there's the cheese. There's the bacon cheese. Taste-wise, it's not horrible. Texture-wise, it's disgusting. That's a thumbs down. If you're going to do that yourself, don't put the eggplant. The eggplant murdered it, totally killed it. So thank you for sticking around for an extra 5 minutes just so I could do my weekly goop melange. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Even though some people try to entice you to go over to Reckless Eating and watch their live stream, you will be able to watch Tom's live stream, which is in about another hour, an hour from now at 4 p.m. But I'm glad you guys stuck with me. And I thank you so much for sticking with me. And I thank you so much for, I was just talking to Claudia yesterday. We were just talking about or yesterday and today. And she was saying how much I love doing this. So she recognizes how much I love doing this. And I do. It's like, I know a lot of people do it for a living and do it for money. And I'm not knocking anybody for doing that, but I really, really love what I do. And the thing is what good is an unusual experience if you don't get to share that with other people? And I'm just glad that I can share it with you. We built an amazing community. I mean, really, you guys are amazing. I could not ask for a better community than we have here. I never had to ban anybody. I never had to like shut people down and everything and say, let's not go there. You guys are great. You guys have great ideas. You throw a lot of cool stuff out there and everything. And I really, really appreciate it. I enjoy seeing you guys and interacting with you guys. And again, it's the high point of my weekend. I know I say it a lot, but I don't care. It's like, I sound like a broken record, but it's absolutely true. I love this, doing this with you, sharing this with you, and be able to spend the time with you. Because again, what good is a unique or interesting experience if you don't get to share that with other people? And I'm glad that I can share that with you. So I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate, weekends, you're working all week and everything. And some people just don't like to, dedicate 2 hours of their time or less, to watching someone on a live stream. But I really, really appreciate you guys doing this. And again, I look forward to it. Again, check out the other channels. I think we talked about this towards the beginning, everything, but go to our featured channels page on the main YouTube channel. And under featured channels of the people like Janice Yamanaka and Tom, old guy in Colorado, and all the other channels that we endorse, I guess you could say. We don't put anyone on there if we don't really think that they're worth telling people about. But definitely check those out. Check out those channels. If you do, hit the subscribe to the channel and like the videos. It really helps them out a lot. Also, I'll just kind of remind you, we're at 2,296 or something like that. Last time I checked, we just need like 4 or 5 more till we get to 2,300. I know it's not like a giant milestone or everything, but if you haven't subscribed and you're watching us right now, just click the subscribe button and we'll get us over the top. It doesn't get us anything, but it is appreciated. Let's put it that way. So again, I thank you all for participating. I thank you all for being here and spending the weekend with me. It's the high point of my week, but remember that it's still crazy out there. So please take care of yourselves. Definitely take care of other people, and we'll see you soon. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.